This is Emperor of the Sea, Captain Monkey D. Luffy of the Straw Hat Pirates. He's 19 years old, 5 foot 8 inches tall, a devil fruit user, a master of hockey, and a complete crash out. Hello and welcome to the video, everyone. My name is Kenny, and today we're going to be talking about some of Luffy's greatest crash out moments in all of One Piece. You know, if y'all been into One Piece for a while, you know Luffy is kind of crazy, alright? Like, Luffy crashes out quite a bit. So there's actually a lot of events in the One Piece story we could talk about where Luffy just completely crashes out. But we only got a couple today. Maybe we'll make a series out of this or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. So with that being said, I have 3 crash out moments we're going to be talking about in this video. And the first one we're going to be talking about is the Whiskey Peak crash out. Now, if you're subscribed to the channel and you watched any of my past videos, you know I've already kind of talked about this one before, but I don't think I did it much justice in those past videos. So we're going to do it more justice in this video right here, okay? So let's talk about it. So when the Straw Hats arrive at Whiskey Peak, they're greeted by a bunch of people in town that are just so happy that they're there, which is a little alarming because these guys are flying a pirate flag. So why would we be so welcoming for these guys to come into town? Nonetheless, the Straw Hats at the moment don't really care that they're welcoming in, and when they get off the ship, they go and have one big party with all the people in this town. But there is one big problem with them participating in this huge ass party. All the people that were throwing the party are actually a lot of bounty hunters that work for Baroque Works. So the Baroque Works agent's plan was to essentially get everybody super drunk and then pass out cold and then turn them into the Marines so that they can claim Luffy's bounty. The Straw Hats would have been completely in this situation if it weren't for the fact that Zoro, Luffy's best man, was the only one that had the self-awareness at the time to actually be a little cautious of these people and avoid getting drunk and actually falling asleep in the presence of them. From there on after that, Zoro ends up fighting all the Baroque Works agents in Whiskey Peak, which was over 100 agents. So yes, my boy Zoro put in some serious work there, and he didn't even really break a sweat. Okay, all these guys were just not a problem for him at all. He was really just testing out his new swords. But you know what was a problem? Okay, what was a problem was Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy ends up completely crashing out on Zoro because when he woke up, he ended up finding just heaps of dead people in the streets, and then he eventually came across one of them, and one of them told him that the person that did all this damage to all these people was none other than Zoro. Now I can kind of understand why Luffy got upset, but not really, because at the point of which he heard that Zoro did this, he really should have been somewhat suspicious of that, and with that suspicion he should have took it to Zoro and then asked him what the hell's going on. But nope, Luffy just completely crashes out on my boy Zoro, and it's really bullshit. All right, it's bullshit. Like, Luffy, this is your best man. Boy has saved you several times already. Dude has even pledged his allegiance to you after he lost a fight. Like, you could at least hurry the nigga out, but nope. Luffy just decides to start attacking Zoro without even asking one single question. Literally tells him, I don't want to hear any of your goddamn excuses. I'm like, what? This is not like Luffy at all. This is completely out of Luffy's character. And to be honest, this whole crash out moment, this fight between Zoro and Luffy feels a little bit forced. Like somebody just wanted to see how Luffy sizes up to Zoro. And actually that kind of is what it is. I mean, Zoro literally says in the manga and the anime, well, it's time to see who's stronger, the fighter or the swordsman. I'm like, okay, so somebody was just around with this whole entire thing, and it was fine because the fighting was kind of cool, and it was also like seriously hilarious. I mean, just look at Luffy and Zoro fighting like they're in a Scooby-Doo scene where they keep going in and out the goddamn frame, and they're in like a different area every single time. It's so dumb. If Nami never had stopped this fight, I'll say it, I think Zoro would have won. Okay, we would have had a new captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, which would have been hilarious. Can you imagine Zoro walking around with the straw hat on his head, talking about he wants to be king of the swordsmen? That'd be hilarious. But yeah, if Zoro actually got into a serious fight with Luffy at this point of the story, Luffy would have died. Okay, he would have died. Next step number 2 in this video, we're going to be talking about the Bellamy crash out. The Bellamy crash out is probably the first crash out you knew was going to happen before it even happened. Like, before Bellamy even walked into that damn bar, I was like, oh yeah, Luffy's gonna rock this dude shit. Like, as soon as we saw him with that stupid ass face, I think after he, like, who was the guy in Jaya, that Roshi, I don't know. During that shit, I was just like, yeah, Luffy's gonna clap this nigga shit. He has to. I already don't like him. Bro wants to be Doflamingo so bad too. Like, look at him. Nigga, you don't got it. You don't got the sauce, Bellamy. You never had it. But Bellamy getting clapped, it couldn't happen immediately, okay? Oda had to hype this one up first. So the way Oda goes about hyping up this whole thing is he first has Bellamy and his crew beat the ever-living daylights out of Luffy and Zoro right in front of Nami. Okay, the beautiful Nami Swan had to watch Luffy and Zoro both get messed up and them do absolutely nothing about it. Okay, and it's just completely out of character to them. Okay, because these guys are usually ready to throw hands immediately with anybody on sight that wants it. Okay, and they're just standing here taking one of the worst ass beatings they've ever taken so far, at least by appearances. So yeah, this scene was really hard for me to watch, but not too hard, because at the end of the day, Luffy and Zoro were just standing on business. Like, they were absolutely eating all of these shots voluntarily. You can see that Zoro wanted to fight too, but Luffy told him, hell nah, fam. Fuck that. Don't fight back. We're taking this ass whooping for the adventure and for the dream. Alright, these non-believers are trying to tell us that Sky P ain't real, and we gonna prove their ass is wrong by fucking getting there. Alright, goddamn it, Sky P is a real place. We gonna fucking get there. Don't hit these niggas, I swear to God. And then Zoro's just like, sir, yes sir, oh captain, my captain. These niggas are weak as fuck. Last week a man with buzzsaw arms shredded my face. This shit is nothing. So yeah, with that alone, this scene ended up being a whole lot cooler. Especially the thing that happens after they go outside the bar too. But I'll leave all that for another video. After that though, the Straw Hats meet a man named Mont Blanc Cricket, and he helps the Straw Hats with getting their ship ready so that they can ride the knock-up stream, hoping that it leads to Skypiea. But when they were told to go find a Southbird in the forest, Bellamy and his crew show up just so they can steal his gold. Cricket and his friends try to fight back the best they can, but they're just not strong enough to handle Bellamy. So of course Bellamy ends up taking the gold and doing some serious damage to the Going Merry as well. Which is just like, wow, okay, bro. Stealing from Cricket is one thing, okay? Luffy just met these niggas. You fucked up the Merry, my guy? Man, now you fucked up. Luffy will already overthrow a government over a fucking tuna fish sandwich, alright? And this nigga fucking destroyed his ship. Bro, how the hell did Bellamy survive after this? I don't know. Oda went really easy on this man, though. So of course when Luffy came back and saw all of this, seeing Cricket and all his homies laid out and the Merry messed up, Luffy didn't even scream, he didn't yell, he didn't grit his teeth, he didn't do any of that. Luffy was just like, yeah, you guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go into town and run an errand real quick. And Luffy even went solo too, okay? Like, Luffy doesn't know anything about Bellamy or his crew at this point. And he just told all of his men to stay behind while he go handle this himself. All Luffy knows is he's gonna beat somebody's ass, and whoever needs their ass beat, Luffy's gonna beat their ass. That's just all that matters, okay? He doesn't need to know anything about their crew. That's what kind of time this nigga is on right now. That's what kind of confidence Luffy has right now. Whoever needs to die will die. But thankfully that it was only limited to one person. So Luffy squares up with Bellamy, and Bellamy starts using his spring powers to jump around everywhere and talk shit to Luffy. And the whole time, Luffy's not even listening to my guy, okay? The only thing he heard Bellamy say to him was him asking him a question on if he even knows how to throw a punch. And Luffy responds by doing just that. One hit KO, and he left a clean impression of his knuckles on his face. Ooh, How the hell Bellamy survived this? I don't know. Oda just likes keeping niggas alive, okay? Just to humiliate them further on, alright? Because we know Luffy, again, does this later. But that time it's not even a crash out. It's more of like a pity knockout. I think the only thing that tops that punch in satisfaction is the St. Charlos punch. Which is not in this video. That whole arc deserves its own video. This goddamn punch was gorgeous, and we were all waiting for it the entire time, and you just gotta love it. And now it's time for the last crash out moment we're gonna be talking about, and that is the Onigashima raid crash out. In the Wano arc, during the third act of the beginning of the Onigashima raid, Luffy blows his cover and everyone else's cover for one very good reason. And this reason is because the beast pirate that did this thing committed a very heinous crime. Alright, it's one of the most heinous crimes you can ever commit, not only in One Piece, but in the real world in general. What this beast pirate did was absolutely unforgivable, and to be honest, he deserved a worse punishment than what Luffy gave him in the first place. If you ask me, this random beast pirate should have felt the full force of the Straw Hat Pirate crew at 100% strength. Kaido didn't deserve to be the first person to get his shit rocked by Gear 5. Alright, this motherfucker should have been the first person Luffy should have unleashed Gear 5 on, but no, he got lucky, okay? What this random beast pirate did, this motherfucker took a perfectly good pot of Oshiroko, red bean soup, alright? And wasted it. My nigga, what? How you waste the whole pot of red bean soup? Man, when Luffy saw that shit happen, that boy went crazy. The first thing he did was inflate his arm, and then he jumped in the air and served up this man one of the nasty elephant guns we have ever seen. And look at this man. Boy got pancaked, turned into an accordion. Didn't even move. Nigga's dead. He's dead. Probably. He should be. Cause like, what the hell's wrong with you, my guy? Huh? And also, this crash out was just so powerful and influential that he even spread it onto Zoro, okay? Because when Luffy told Zoro what the hell happened, Zoro instantly pulled out all his swords, fucked up everybody's shit around him. What the hell's wrong with these people wasting red bean soup like that? Man. After that, the entire Straw Hat crew completely came out them goddamn uniforms and went to just fucking everybody's shit up, okay? The red bean soup was avenged, and they really should have just burned down Onigashima right there. Like, I don't know how Luffy didn't go Gear 5 after seeing that, because, man, I'm still heated about this scene, dog. I swear to God. And oh, my mama. This flattening right here, this dude being damaged like this, it's not enough, alright? If this nigga's still alive, he needs a bounty of like 7 billion, alright? Someone's texting me like a motherfucker right now. Shit. Stop. Probably millions of people at Wano starving and dying because they can't eat food. A little girl named Tama gave Luffy her last serving of the damn food. And that was her last serving for like probably a month, alright? And you just go and waste it, man. Just go and waste it. Go and waste it. I didn't mean to stress y'all out at the end of the video there. I'm really sorry. But yeah, that's 3 moments Luffy completely crashed out. Tell me what you guys think about them in the comment section below. If you like this video, leave a like and also subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, which is kind of crazy because I've made several channels. I never had this many subscribers before, so that's pretty neat. It'd be great if we get to 1K, but I really want you to like the videos. I want you to tell me if you like them too. If you're not, then let me know that shit as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.